great. They are always entertaining. Go.
Disney on Ice presents Frozen and Encanto. In one exciting family experience, live in your hometown. Celebrate the power of love. Y Familia. In the show everyone will be talking about. Coming to Casey Center November 27th through 30th. Tickets on sale now. Visit DisneyOnIce.com today.
Hi, I'm Scott Edwards, owner of Plaza RV. We're a locally owned full-service RV dealer, and we want to earn your business. We will do that by providing top-of-the-line personal service that big box dealers just can't offer. Service that goes well beyond the initial sale. We care about Central Iowans because we are Central Iowans. Give us a chance to sell you a brand new travel trailer or fifth wheel today. We promise you won't regret it. Shop local, shop Plaza RV.
Attention all campers.
Keith Murphy.
What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career.
Andy Fales.
I'm telling you straight, it's my way or the highway.
Powered by AD.
Just a bit outside.
Murph and Andy. Proudly presented by Ramsey Subaru, live and on demand across Iowa everywhere from the Channel Seed Studios. Murph and Andy, connected by cellular advantage.
Let's get this weekend started. What do you say?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right, Andy Fales, Andrew Downs, and Keith Murphy with you as we get into a big weekend. Gosh, it's one of the best sports weekends in a while, especially college football.
I think it might be one of the best weekends.
Weekend.
I
Well,
mean,
the weather's going to be great.
Weather's going to be amazing. It is a protracted summer weekend. I mean, it's fall officially. Doesn't feel like it.
That's right.
It's like it's like the perfect combination too. It gets warm enough to be really nice outside during the day, but then cools way off at night. There's no humidity. It's just anything you want to do.
I think your cough has passed too. I haven't heard you cough.
Well, wait for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
it's still hanging in there. Yeah, I get that happens to me every time, and I can just, it's like clockwork too. I mean, I get a bad respiratory infection, and then I get over that, but then I have that like residual cough that hangs in there for friggin' month afterwards. So, and I know, and I stopped noticing it, but everybody else around me.
We talked about this when you were gone, though, when Hassel was on. It's interesting because, like, we all just feel bad for how much you were coughing and how sore you must have been and how sick you must have been. And you're just worried about everybody else being annoyed by your cough. And, well, we're not really annoyed by your cough, just feel bad for you. Let's get to the Guest House Tavern and Oyster in West Des Moines, setting the table for today's sports and more. Coming up, Captain Dan, Cooper Concern, and Saturday Spectacular, which we already hinted at. It's Guest House Tavern and Oyster, Surf and Turf tonight. That's 8-ounce prime sirloin, $31.99, or 12-ounce choice ribeye, $41.99. And you can get potatoes, choice of salad. Have yourself a night.
Yeah, surf and turf, and probably a choice of outside or in over there tonight. I mean, you got the patio, and you got the great inside. You can really take your pick. You could be comfortable either spot.
We have football Friday primetime in Grimes, Dallas Center Grimes, for the first time, and I think we're going to have a nice weather night. We've never made it to, what'll this be, Game 5 of the season wearing polos.
No, I'm wearing mine tonight, but I'm going to bring the pullover too because it'll probably cool way off by the time we get to the end of that game. I don't want to be really cold like I was at that North Polk game. Man, remember that? That seemed like it was like last year or something. It was really chilly, but it wasn't, just a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago,
and yes, we did. We were in like 3/4 zips that night. It was cooler, but the other games have all been warm. By the way, Andy, if you haven't been to Dallas Center Grimes Stadium, is worth noting there is just one road in and out.
Yeah.
And if you thought Waukee Northwest a couple of years ago was slow leaving the stadium, this might be this worse than Ankeny. This is just a really slow exit. So prepare for some post-game tailgating or maybe jog home. You're not that far. You can jog from Grimes.
Yeah, anytime I have to go to Grimes, you're like, because you got to deal with 141 over there, which is such a cluster. It's an example of a community that outgrew its infrastructure, like by a long shot. So 141 is just like, what the hell do you do with that now? I mean, you put it. Stoplights are awful. They back way up. It's probably too busy for roundabouts. They really need like a raised, like a highway going over it, right? But those things that's a major project. I don't know what they're going to do over there. They need to. I'm sure it's in the plan over there. They're working on it, but it's a mess. I mean, you go over there to 141 and you're going to spend a whole lot of time. And I'm not surprised to hear that the high school is hard to get in and out of. That place has grown like a weed.
Right.
It's probably been 8 years since I've been over there, and I was impressed at how much it had grown then. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it tonight.
Yeah, I asked Coach Heitland at Dallas Center Grimes. I said, "Is it like the final scene in Field of Dreams?" And he's like, "Well, not really, because nobody can get out to the road for a long time. So it's more like everybody's still in the parking lot. But it's a really nice stadium. Should be a good night out there. Let's go high or low since the last show."
Presented by Wealth Charter Retirement Planning and Tax.
Lots of questions from everybody with the economy kind of in flux right now, but what's going on with your retirement savings, your Roth IRA, your 401k, and all kinds of questions can go right to Tim Hawkins, who has answers for all that kind of stuff. He was texting me this morning. I think he's a Boundary Waters guy.
Oh.
Makes me like him even more. You can reach him at wealthcharterretirement.com. Kind of stepped on my low for today, but that's okay. I'll backtrack a little bit. Yeah, I was feeling great. I thought everything was normal. Talking to my friend Chris Hassel yesterday, though, his text message.
Oh, no.
I'll read it verbatim.
I wouldn't.
How the hell is it that you still sound like absolute shit?
Well, get right to the point, Chris. You sound better today. It's noticeably better today.
Absolutely.
AD, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, you've taken a step.
Well, that was yesterday that he texted, and he'd been listening to Wednesday's show. But yeah, no, I know, man. That's the horse thing held on. But I'm making strides.
All right, I'm going high here. Did this last night on my day off from WHO 13, and here on Iowa Everywhere, just getting to do happy hour with my wife. I mean, you guys both have awesome wives, and it's something we don't take for granted. And it's just fun to be on with Jenny. And I was just thinking, this is a real blessing in my life. This is fun. People seem to enjoy it. We have fun together. It's just something we look forward to. That's a high. Plus, with Buy or Cry, I can get her to put a broccoli hat on. And, it's not everybody.
Oh, that's real? I thought that was photoshopped.
No, that's real. That is, that was in Buy or Cry. It's a segment where we decide,
yeah,
would you buy this or cry because you did buy it? So
would you buy it or cry because you did? So there's no don't buy it option?
Well, we go ahead and buy them, and then we tell other people whether we're glad we made the buy or whether we cry.
Now, do you send some of them back?
No, we've kept them all.
You might need a broccoli head at some point, right?
We probably need to start expensing these. Yeah, I think I might look better in the broccoli head here, but it's pretty ridiculous.
Absolutely, you look good.
$12.99,
far as you know.
Yeah, far as you know, $12.99. What a bargain that is.
$12.99.
$12.99, and as Amazon Prime members, shipped right to our door with no extra expense. Andy.
Well, it
no
is
shipping
weird.
costs.
They can overnight it, which means that it probably came from like the Amazon facility in Grimes. You're like, wait a minute, they stock that shit like they think it's that common that somebody's going to order that they got to have that in Des Moines.
Broccoli head, yeah, and you don't want to return this to Kohl's or do a drop off and have anybody see you because it came in one of those clear plastic bags.
Cellophane bag.
It's like, man, that is a big stock of broccoli there. But, Jenny in the day drinking shirt and a broccoli on her head, that's a high. These are good times.
Yeah,
there you go. All right, let's get the buzz.
The Buzz. Brought to you by Logier Heating and Cooling.
Logier Heating and Cooling was at our house this morning. We are selling our long-time home, and Andy, I was down in the basement, and I saw some water down there, and I was like, oh, God, because that's everybody's nightmare,
Sure.
that there's some big water problem.
Right.
Logier came over. They found it. There was just a valve that had been twisted open that shouldn't be open. Shut it. Put the
How
fans
long had that
out.
valve been
already
open?
Dry. The water we just started seeing. Well, I probably wasn't paying much attention.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't.
Went
You
up
don't
for
know.
sale. Probably a long time, but they caught it immediately. It was great. And
Had
we're
them
relieved.
over to check your HVAC system, and that's one of the things
Thank
that
you.
they can do there. Just check the entire thing, the furnace, your air conditioner, your water heater, all that kind of stuff. They can do it, and they can replace it like right away if you have any problems. Now's the time to do it, man.
Yeah.
Don't wait until it gets cold and everybody and their brother starts calling them. Do it now.
Jenny just dropped off a
McCafe.
That's from McDonald's, the only place I don't mind drinking a Diet Coke because there's just something special about that
They never
syrup.
put enough ice in the drive-through ones. I like more
Yeah,
ice
you're
in
right. You're right. That's going to, by the time this is down and I'm sitting here considering wetting the chair, it will be down
You think
to
they
no
do
ice.
that because all the cheap bastards that are like, you put too much ice in this. I didn't get my money's worth. I want a soda, not ice.
my money. I would think the ice might be near as costly. The sodas, pops,
Yeah.
whatever you call them.
Next to nothing, yeah.
Yeah, it costs next to nothing to make. It's a huge profit maker. All right, so the Buzz, we got a big weekend, as we mentioned. Number 11, Indiana at Iowa. And then the battle of unbeatens under the lights, Arizona versus Iowa State at Jack Trice Stadium. Both of these games are sold out. What a world here in late September where both games are sold out. There are programs, because people increasingly like the comfort and the savings of staying at home. There are a lot of places that don't have two sold out football games Saturday. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right, with 3 million people in the state.
Yeah, right. That's another good point. An interesting line movement on these games. So Iowa is now an 8.5-point underdog. Yeah. That started all the way back to 3.5-point underdog. That is a big line shift, and due, of course, to how badly Indiana put it on Illinois. Now, Iowa State is down to just being favored by 5.5 after starting at 7. So that would indicate some sharps, some betting on Arizona in that game. Arizona's undefeated. So let's start with Iowa for a second here. And first of all, we should mention Dan McCarney as the honorary Hawkeye captain tomorrow. That's cool. I like Kirk inviting his friend Dan McCarney. I mean, they had some battles as head coaches when Dan went over to Iowa State, as you know, Andy. But he grew up in Iowa City. Yeah. He was a captain for the Hawkeyes at one time. He loves Iowa State, but man, he will fire up that Hawkeye locker room tomorrow.
Yeah, he will. They're playing Indiana. He didn't give a shit about them. And both Kirk Ferentz and Dan McCarney are two guys that have a lot of friends. They appear to be very good. They are good friends to other people, and they seem to have a lot of people that want to be friends with them. And so, those two have remained friends throughout all of this kind of thing. So, those guys are, I mean, they could, you can only imagine the connections that those guys have to probably just about every point in the game of football. But to see them just kind of keep it local here and just draw together and be like, hey man, we this is where we started. This is where we ultimately return. We're Iowans now, and we're sure I'll come over there and go back to my old stomping grounds and do whatever I can for Kirk Ferentz. I think it's really cool.
It is cool. And if you think somebody can't change a deep allegiance, you're wrong. Like from time to time, I'll see people that are stunned that Chris Williams grew up as a Hawkeye fan and, now has become like this super Cyclone fan. But yes, it absolutely can happen. Dan McCarney is a good example. Andy, you remember sitting around talking to Paul Burmeister about how nobody was crazier during Iowa State week at Iowa than Dan McCarney. Like he wanted to not just beat Iowa State, but beat them down and make them wave a white flag and quit. I mean, he hated the Cyclones. And then you talk to somebody in McCarney's days at Iowa State, and there's nobody he wanted to beat more than Iowa. And he never worked harder than firing up the team than for the Hawkeye game. He played all the hits to get them fired up. And they did. McCarney, once he turned that thing and they finally won a game after losing 15 straight, they won 5 in a row.
His that wasn't a halftime speech, but his opening quick little interview when he came back out onto the field after halftime of that Iowa State game and Jack Trice Stadium the one year. Oh my God, remember that? Yeah,
you have to remind me. I don't right now.
They were like the national. It was like the sideline reporter woman was like, "Hey, Coach McCarney, this must feel really good. You got a halftime lead. What do you need to do here in the second half?" And he just like disregarded the question. He was just like, "Right now, we need to stay as intense as possible. We are leading. This is the number 8 team in the country. I see anybody over there celebrating in the second half before the final whistle blows, they're going to be sitting their ass on the bench." He was like so fired up still. That was his main concern, was just maintaining the focus. And that was the
Thanksgiving week, right?
No, that was the game where Drew Tate threw the interception and then knocked himself out trying to make a tackle on the interception. Reminder of what an intense competitor Drew Tate was.
It was. That wasn't the year that it was moved 9/11 year. This wasn't 2000. No, because Tate was after that.
Yeah, this would have been Iowa had won a couple of games, and then Iowa State came back and won this game. So, but he was so fired up, and he was just like, mad. He was like mad that at the idea that, or the suggestion that they had done well in that game, even though they were leading the game, right? And they had done really well, and the whole stadium was fired up. His one focus was to make sure that his team did not start celebrating too early and start taking things for granted. They had to go out there and be even more intense in the second half as they were in the first half, and they were, right. I mean, he was good at that kind of thing, and they won that game.
Mike said 2005. That sounds right to me. 2005.
Yeah, sounds right.
I think that's it. So, AD, want to bring you in for just a moment because this game coming up tomorrow, everybody respects how good Indiana looked against Illinois. But as a Hawkeye fan, doesn't it feel good just to have a game at home that's interesting? I mean, think what the Hawkeye fans have been subjected to in the first 2 weeks of the season. Albany and UMass. I mean, those have been the home games, and now completely different direction, a really good team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great. I think Kinnick will be rocking. People will be excited, and they're gonna have to be loud. That stadium's gonna have to be a difference maker if I was gonna stay close in this. Indiana looks damn good.
Let's get a quickie poll from WCI Pools and Spas in Ames and Urbandale, and I think this is a common topic: upset versus being boat raced, as Chad Leistico put it to Scott Docterman here on Iowa Everywhere.
If you had to bet a week's pay on one or the other, you'd pick Iowa upsets Indiana or Indiana wins by 20 or more.
A week's pay. I mean, we're trying to be honest about this. Stop and think about it. If you had to, AD, if you had to.
I didn't pick Iowa to win this game. I don't think Iowa will win this game. I don't think Iowa's going to get boat raced in this game. So if I had to bet a week pay, even though I don't think that it'll happen, I would bet that Iowa upsets Indiana. I've seen Iowa do this kind of thing too many times in Kinnick Stadium. I've seen teams blow out Iowa, and maybe Indiana, maybe it's my bias of Indiana as a program that I don't consider them on the same level as Ohio State or Oregon, because I think those teams could come in and beat Iowa by 20 or more. And maybe I'll sound dumb tomorrow afternoon, but if I had to bet right now, I'd bet Iowa to upset Indiana over Iowa getting just housed at home.
I agree with much of what you said. I am struggling with this, and I know it's I know it's because I saw Rutgers march down the field and score on the first 3 drives against Iowa. And then Iowa, to its credit, came back and won that game and played well offensively, better than we've seen the Hawks play in a long time. But Indiana, geez, they're just so dang good. But it is Kinnick Stadium and the history that keeps bringing me back to, if I had to bet a week's pay, I guess I'm leaning Iowa upsetting Indiana, but I would not be shocked by a 20-point Indiana win either. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, I'll add a third kind of lukewarm bet here. I mean, it's you have to separate your own thoughts of Indiana from what the players would think of Indiana. I mean, Indiana's been good the last 3 years.
Yeah. Playoff team last year.
These players are not that old. They think of Indiana as a good football team. They should. They think of them as a good football program. I don't see Iowa taking Indiana for granted and just be like, this is not Ohio State, it's not Penn State, it's just Indiana, and thereby, underestimating the Hoosiers. I think Iowa is going to be, the players are going to be really ramped up for this game. I think they're going to really throw it all out there. They're going to need to. I do not. I think the atmosphere, sellout crowd on a beautiful day, it's going to be a really hard place for Indiana to play. I mean, if Iowa is able to just kind of keep a lid on things in the first half, that they got a chance to win this game. I mean, I think if they're just clean in the first half, really, I think this could be a low scoring Iowa win. It's possible. At the same time, I mean, that's my thinking, right? I'm thinking of Indiana as not a legit football program. I'm thinking that way.
It's hard to get there.
Yeah, and they are. I mean, this is a legit football. These guys are really good. This is a really good offense and a really good defense. They smoked Illinois.
They were at home.
Yeah,
they
Eric
hit the
the
road
Orange
now.
locked himself in a closet for a while after this game. He was dejected. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, which is great. What a perfect setup for a game that's sold out on a beautiful day. You go in there, you don't know what to expect.
It's going to be a great atmosphere, and it's the game is on Peacock. We should remind people, because there is some confusion on this. It is NBC, but it's Peacock only. You're not going to find that on your local NBC affiliate like WHO 13. We will have the Ryder Cup on. So wherever you are, your NBC affiliate is not showing this game. And then the Ryder Cup ends, and then we do get football at night, but not this game. So you're going to need Peacock to watch this. I think if we took this same quickie poll question and you moved it down to 14, I would change my answer to Indiana.
Yeah.
But
Same.
20 plus.
Yeah.
And I know in some of these top 10 games that Iowa has been blown out the past few years, but they've almost all been on the road when that's happened. This is at Kinnick Stadium. All right, so Iowa State calls Jeremiah Cooper questionable. Now, this report came out late last night. The first report the day before, because the Big 12 now requires an injury report, which I am sure Matt Campbell hates. But he was not on the first report, which suggests that the buzz you've heard that he was injured in practice is true. He's listed now as questionable. That's the official word. Is anybody who's paying attention to social media hearing that it's not questionable, he is out? Yes. Are there suggestions that he might be out a long time, if not the whole season? Yes. None of those things are confirmed. So the only thing we know for sure is that he is questionable for Saturday's game, and I don't expect him to be in Saturday's game. And Andy, that's a big loss.
It's a really big loss. I mean, he is their best cover guy. He's a hands guy. He's a kick returner. I mean, he does everything, and he's a leader.
Yes.
He's very important to that defense, to the whole team. I mean, there's just there are several facets that he participates in, and that is not a guy that they can afford to lose for any game, especially this one. I mean,
already down Conrad.
It happens in football. and the depth gets tested. But when you lose, I mean, he's like one of the name guys. It's early in the season, but everybody knows who he is.
Yes, and he's probably the reason, the buzz out there, the questionable on the injury report. That's probably why the line has moved another point. And you get it.
Well, they're going to throw right at his replacement, or right at the other replacement, whoever it is.
And then you have here at Arizona, this is the kind of quarterback, this Noah Fafita. He looks like Kyler Murray. I mean, he's not going to win the Heisman Trophy. He's not that talented, but he's listed at 5'10". No way. Even around big guys, he's 5'9", maybe in cleats. But man, he's hard to spot. He can move. He's got a strong arm. He's like a junior varsity Kyler Murray.
Those guys give Iowa State's defense problems.
Yep, with that three-man front. Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah.
So this is an interesting game, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Interact on YouTube, on X. It is Murph_Andy. Email Murph_Andy at iowaeverywhere.com. Powered by the Cellular Advantage, 35 regional locations. Proud partner with U.S. Cellular and now T-Mobile. iPhone 17 now available at all your Cellular Advantage stores. And there's 35 of them, so you can find that easily. All right, let's get to some other hot topics. It is a Saturday night spectacular. Look at the whole lineup here, but just at night, you have number 6 Oregon at Penn State, at number 3 Penn State in a whiteout, 17 Alabama at number 5 Georgia. But this lineup, Ole Miss, LSU, TCU, Arizona State, Arkansas, Notre Dame, it's a great day.
Yeah, that's a huge game in the Big 12. I mean, on the national scene, that's the one that gets overlooked the first, the quickest. But for us here, that's a huge game.
Feels like an elimination game in the Big 12.
Yeah, it does. And it's about time in college football that we get these kind of weekends. Can stop putting up with some of the crap that we've seen for the first several weeks, but this is that's a loaded schedule. You forget how it's kind of difficult now when the season begins in earnest and you have these, all these noteworthy games at once. You've only got 2 eyes and 1 television, so it's hard to keep up with everything.
Let's have another quickie poll. Quickie poll number 2 from WCI Pools and Spas.
Of these choices, what do you think you'll be watching Saturday night at 8 o'clock? Arizona and Iowa State, Oregon and Penn State, Bama and Georgia, or Eric Church for some god-awful reason?
Well, we got 2 people here that have tickets to Eric Church.
Well, we do have a plan to be able to get through, because the game starts at 6.
Did you say 2 people? Andy, you have tickets to Eric Church?
No, I'm just, that's 2% of the vote.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, four people.
1%,
4 people
right?
have tickets. Yeah, 4 people have tickets.
We have a plan to make it through the game, because I'm going to be with a hardcore Cyclone fan season ticket holder who is assured by Chris Williams that won't be a night game. We're all good. It's going to be fine. Now it's a night game. So I think we have a plan to make it through all 4 quarters watching. But I would have to vote for Eric Church, because that's where I'll actually be.
You'll be at Eric Church.
Oh, my God. Jenny's just beside herself. And not in a good
you
way.
don't want to go either.
Yeah, not now.
Why are you guys going?
Well, we bought the tickets because Chris Williams said it's going to be the experience of a lifetime. Going to make sure and he's not going.
I'm going to once again, I'm going to be watching the Iowa State game on a television. At least this year, at Octoberfest this year, I'm going to Octoberfest. This year they've got televisions up there. They've got screens.
Yeah, I'm going to watch. I'm going to go to Octoberfest at Prairie Trail as well. So I'll see you there.
Damn. You've got a busy day. Gee,
that's a busy day. Now, are you and Kahala going to be wearing the stuff?
When are you going to Octoberfest? Before Eric Church?
Oh, yeah, like 1 p.m.
Oh,
during the Iowa game, you'll be at Octoberfest. During the Iowa State game, you'll be at a concert.
Well, first thing we're going to get there early enough to make sure that those monitors are sufficient at Octoberfest
Oh,
at
yeah,
Prairie Trail?
yeah,
I've been told they are.
You're going to make sure of that you're doing like a technical stop or something.
Well, just whether we're leaving and
What if
heading over to like Grimaldi's or something to start watching the game.
I mean, they have a pretty good. I was up there yesterday getting my tee shot at game day, and they're setting everything up. I mean, it's a big deal up there.
It is.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. Yeah,
I will say I'll have an
day.
eye on the Iowa State game, and if it's close, I'll certainly be watching some of that. But if this Oregon Penn State game is close, it's going to be hard to peel me away from that game.
And don't you kind of maybe can't even completely explain it, but want to see Oregon just put it on James Franklin and Penn State right there in front of 110,000 people dressed in white.
James Franklin sucks.
Okay.
Yes, I hope that
Thank you.
happens.
It's a quick explanation. Thank you. You got right to that. Grimaldi, speaking of Grimaldi's, Coal Brick Oven Pizzeria on Mills Civic Parkway in West Des Moines and the District at Prairie Trail in Ankeny. We give away a $50 gift card for a fan photo here today. What do you got, AD?
Yeah, we got Cody Webb. This is in honor of Andy's trip up to the Boundary Waters last week.
Yo!
Here's Cody with a 46-inch Northern Pike. He caught it on Red Lake up in Ontario earlier this summer.
That's just past Lac Sewell.
Yeah, he'll be headed. Yeah, I flew over Red Lake when I did my fly-in trip a few years ago. He'll be headed to the Ankeny Grimaldi's to get some pizza to go along with that fish.
All right. Nice job. That's a good-looking fish, as fish go. Congratulations. Enjoy the Grimaldi's pizza. Andrew,
what we got for a show today?
My nose itches. What's going on? Man, we were wrong. This was a question. This is a Throwdowns question at least a month ago.
A couple of times, I think, when you got to 30 and then when you got to 50.
Yeah. The big dumper you're talking about.
Yeah,
yep.
Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh did make it to 60 home runs. Now, he is an all-or-nothing guy, but he's gotten it all 60 times. And his historic 60th home run was caught by a guy named Glenn. And Glenn immediately gave the 60th home run, which has some value, to a 12-year-old kid. It wasn't even his kid. Just handed it to a fan. This guy Glenn must have been raised on those Phillies Karen videos and just thought, man, if I catch this ball, I'm going to immediately find a kid. But he gave it to a 12-year-old kid. So the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, possible MVP, he wanted to meet Glenn, and he took good care of Glenn. And Andy, Cal Raleigh wore a sweet T-shirt, and it lays out an entire pho kit. Pho kit.
What's that?
What's that?
Pho
Murph?
kit.
Jeez,
It's a
Murph.
pho kit.
Yeah.
So Andy, you're a big fan of pho? Mm-hmm. Pho. Okay, you're a big fan of pho.
Yeah, I like pho.
So have you
I like
seen?
I got a fuck it down in the basement. It's like a big hot pot.
It's a whole kit.
Yeah, Andrew, you know what I'm talking about. Like a metal pot there, you heat it up.
Your fuck it.
It's a fuck it. Yeah.
And I mean, some people call Andy the fuck king.
I've been called the fuck king before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck king with his fuck it. Yep.
So does this to see him wearing this sweet tea
I
make
just
you
think
think
it's kind of funny that he had him wear that. You can't really tell that he's a professional athlete.
No.
Murph sent me
Especially
this
the
picture, and I
t-shirt.
was like, "Who are these two guys?"
What did you say? Which
1P.
one is Cal Raleigh?
Yeah.
Which one looks like he has a big dumper?
I guessed it was the guy on the left just because he looks a little younger.
Yeah, the guy on the right, kind of a cross between. Glenn looks like Paul Burmeister and Mark Woodley.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Not too much. Those guys are better looking than Glenn.
It's another one of those things where, 60 home runs is a mark that we probably need to redefine in our brains, as hard as that is.
For sure.
I mean, think about it. They swing for home runs now more than they ever have. They're bigger, stronger, have more advanced training techniques. They use harder bats. The players, the pitchers throw harder, so the ball there's a greater ricochet off that harder bat. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world that there are guys hitting 60 home runs. No.
What's Raleigh's batting average? Like 240?
It was 220 the other day.
220?
It's gone up a point or two. Yeah, 220. He's like Dave Kingman, and like Dave Kingman. God, I mean, he probably didn't. I don't know. I don't have Dave Kingman's baseball reference stats in front of me right now, but I would guess that these guys strike out more than Dave Kingman did. You know, I mean, and Dave Kingman, like how many teams did he play for? Like 7 or 8 teams.
So many. He was really not ever in MVP consideration, or in some cases All-Star consideration, because he struck out so much.
He was
but
a DH.
Now.
Yeah. He eventually just went to the American League, and the guys were just like, well, I mean, he can't do anything else. All he can do is hit home runs. Now, I think nowadays, guy'd be making $40 million a year.
And I think the big dumper is going to win MVP. It's going to be close with Aaron Judge, and Aaron Judge is having a better overall season.
Yeah.
But I think, like many times in these MVP votes, you want to go in a different direction. The Mariners won the division first time in nearly 25 years, and he was a big part of it. And he's a catcher hitting 60 home runs, which
amazing.
It is amazing. Now here's a guy who went viral on TikTok for onside kicks in his own kitchen.
That's incredible.
It really is.
I'm glad Sipker is not here to tell us that's AI.
That's not.
I don't think it is either. But I don't know. Is it real? I can't tell anymore. I'm proven wrong so frequently.
Sipker's coming on here in a few minutes, I think.
Call him the wet blanket.
The wet blanket. That's a good nickname.
Yeah, just
the wet
smothers
blanket.
It. Yeah,
not as good as
all
Big
the
Dumper.
fun.
The wet blanket. All right. It's time to find out what's bugging you, and it's presented by Consumer Credit.
Hi, I'm Tom Coates. If what's bugging you is your credit card debt, please call us at Consumer Credit of Des Moines. Since 1987, we've helped over 100,000 people, and we can help you.
Hello, this is Richard Nathan Assel, Couture's Smart Hawkeye's cousin from here in Moscow, Iowa. What's really bugging me is that dang negativity a few weeks back from that Instant Iowa show with AD and Chris, talking about how the passing game was like a trash panda and a disaster with special teams in the receiving room. And then on the 2Gay show, Chris started talking about them damn laces again. Listen, if your hands are big enough, you don't need them damn laces. Something your little T-Rex margarita sipping hands would understand. But after watching that passing game get going and that wet jet kid cleaning house on the field, I think this team's going to go 9-3, maybe even 10-2. Calling my shot. Suck it, AD and Chris.
Hey guys, it's Kyle in Central Florida. What's been bugging me is the false advertisement over on that Two Gays with Chris and Chris show. Their so-called locks of the week. Talon Chris Hassel has required me to take a second mortgage out on the house, and fortunately Talon Van Woke's picks last week was able to get my wife and kids to stay, but I would really just appreciate if they would lock in their focus a little more and help me with keeping those kids around a little longer, because I'm on thin ice.
Hey fellas, this is Larry David Jr. out in Boone Durant. I'm just calling to say what's bugging me this week is these fellas who go up to them Boundary waters and then come back with these gorgeous facial perfect beard things, and then they shave it off before the world gets to see it on this TV YouTuber thing that you boys are on. And I think the world is getting robbed of Andy Fales' beautiful beard. And the least he could do is keep it on for us all to see, or send me a clipping or two.
How drunk is this? What's bugging you getting each week? These are getting more and more out there. You can have a normal call. AD, explain how to do it. You don't have to be insane to call what's bugging you on SpeakPipe.
And you don't have to do a voice or anything. Yeah, speakpipe.com/Murph_Andy. It's tagged on our social medias. You just go there, you push a button, you record your message, and I make it pretty for you.
Straight-laced Tom Coates and these lunatics on SpeakPipe make for the funniest marriage that we have ever put together.
The photos are so great.
Yeah.
Like suddenly after your beard, you pop up in a sailor outfit.
Yeah,
was that from the Love Boat?
Yeah, that was from Bacon Fest. Yeah. Man, I can't wait to shave those beards off. I don't see how you guys do it, Andrew, and two of my friends that I was up there with have beards all the time, and I just don't get it. I can't figure out you guys and your beards. I can't wait to shave those off.
It takes a little time. It was probably 6 months where it was very itchy, and then
I'm not doing that for 6 months. That's ridiculous.
Did you say 6 days?
No
or
way.
6 months.
No, it's probably 6 months where you really have to let it
gosh.
grow out and you get the routine down. But
My wife doesn't like them either. She won't even.
it gives
give
me
me
a
a
jawline.
kiss.
Gives me a jawline.
Well,
Gives you a jawline. What do you need a jawline for?
Yeah, let me see where
The-
you
the-
like.
the
What are you trying to? What do you want to be on a coin or something?
Yeah,
Where do you shave?
I'm on
now?
TV now.
Hey, Van Winks goes right down the jawline.
Yeah, no,
Now,
I
you're
go-
down
I
about an
basically
inch
do
below.
where your neck bends, right?
Where your
So,
neck bends, that's
whole,
the
whole
okay.
under my chin is all hair.
Well,
But I don't.
neck
I
crack.
also don't. I don't clean shave this. I just trim it. So I haven't put a razor to my face in 15 years.
Oh, since you've been getting the tee shot, have you noticed your beard is just
I have
growing
to
wild?
trim it twice a day.
I get it. All right, it is time for Throwdowns here.
Throwdowns. It's Throwdowns. Backed by Heartland Tire and Auto.
Cutting you off, Murph. Sorry about that.
I added words to the usual rhythm. That's on me, man.
Trying
That's
to
on
be
me.
quick here. Treating you like family in Ankeny, Waukee, Knoxville, Boone, and Creston. It is Heartland Tire and Auto, a authorized dealer of both Firestone and Bridgestone tires. Murph, we'll start with you. Iowa hosts 11th ranked Indiana, who just destroyed Illinois and looks better than the playoff team of last season. But a loss drops the Hawkeyes to 3-2 and takes a lot of the air out of this season. Is there potential for a moral victory tomorrow afternoon for the Iowa Hawkeyes?
I don't think so. The game's at home. It's at Kinnick Stadium. Indiana's ranked 11th. It's hard to get out of your mind that it's Indiana. So even if this game is close, I think Hawkeye fans settle into not being in playoff contention again, not being in Big Ten contention again. Can still have a good season, but I just don't see this as being a moral victory the way hanging in there with, say, Ohio State would be. But that might not be fair, but I do think that's the way it is.
Yeah, I think Ohio State is the only other team where you could say you could get a moral victory out of it. And, you know, this is Iowa's chance right here. This is their opportunity.
It is.
I mean, they got a top 10 team in there. It's early in the season. You still have, the full buy-in of your team.
Might have a quarterback finally.
You might, yeah. It's
Looks
feeling
like it.
looking so much better after last week. I mean, this is it. This is your chance to get back into just about everything at this point. So you screw up you miss this opportunity. I just don't see it coming back around for them.
All right, Andy, Tuesday night, I joined a bunch of the Iowa Everywhere crew at a concert at the KC Center. I walked into the bathroom. This is what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
It was wide open.
And you took a photo of it?
I did, because I was in there by myself,
Good.
and I had
That's
this
just
thought.
working hard.
I had this thought of which urinal would most people use. So, Andy, I ask you, which urinal do you use if you find yourself in this situation?
Second to last.
The third one there?
Yeah. You probably not going to have a kid come in there and use that little footstool urinal. That's the most. That's the one where you're going to get, and then, because I'm thinking of everybody else too, of course. The next person that comes in picks the one next to the sink, and then you still got a nice buffer zone there.
Same.
Yeah.
Exact same.
Yep.
I can't add anything to that. That's what I would do.
That's exactly where I went. You guys are you nailed it.
You-
Spot on.
you-
'Cause you don't want to be next to the sink if you can avoid it.
Yep.
You wonder about the guy that openly picks the little kitty pisser, right? Like that's his first
Well, you're
choice.
tall.
Yeah, you may as well pee on your shoes.
Yeah. And the guy that picks the one in the middle, too, it's like you're inviting somebody to stand next to you.
You're like, hey, somebody come next to me.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Throwdowns.
All right. Thank you, AD.
It's a come hither choice.
Almost to Scott School, but not there yet.
Come
First,
pee with
Confluence is the official beer of Murph and Andy. And Confluence is where good things come together. And, of course, serving Octoberfest, which is going to have even more meaning soon.
Yeah, they got their own Octoberfest celebration coming up next weekend. And by all, I think Ed is still saying that next weekend also looks really good. We got good weather on the horizon. But Confluence has such a long list of homemade incredible beers that I think almost they've got like a slate board up there that has pages to it, like it swings out, like that really complicated teacher with multiple blackboards, history teacher that I had in high school. Yeah, there's just too much on there. There's like an index to their beer list.
Ready or not, it is time for Scott School.
Scott School, Scott School, Scott School is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Scott.
everybody. Scott School is brought to you by Carbless. Just want to let you know that. Also, in 1964, Gilligan's Island came out on this very day, premiered.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And in case you're worried that people are dumber now than they used to be, upon the release of the show, the United States Coast Guard received bags and bags of mail wondering why the U.S. Coast Guard was not rescuing the SSS Minnow, including maps that were used that came from the opening of the show to try and show the U.S. Coast Guard, yes, that U.S. Coast Guard, exactly where the SS Minnow should be. And that's Scott School.
Scott School, Scott School.
Wow.
Yeah.
I believe that.
That's
because, first of all, never underestimate how dumb the average person is.
What's George Carlin's line?
Yeah. He's like, think about how stupid the average person is, and then realize that half of them are dumber than that.
We've been to Gilligan's Island, not where the show was filmed on a soundstage or on a movie stage, but in the opening show it shows that island out in the middle of the ocean. We've been there. It's in St. John's and the Virgin Islands, and it's also where the famous Corona ads were filmed. So the thing was, they told us to jump off the boat swim to shore holding a Corona and have it over on the beach there on Gilligan's Island.
I do that now with a carbless. If I just had one jumping off, carbless is the drink of the Virgin Islands, I heard.
Yeah. We have a stupid quickie poll. It's presented by Hoodoo, the Odd Job Marketplace, HUDU. All right, here we go, Scott.
This is a good question.
On a stranger's door, how many knocks is the polite number of knocks? 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more?
Wait. Are you saying like this? That's 3 knocks? Or are you saying you do 3 sets of 3?
3 knock. Yeah, just each knock, that's 1 knock, 2 knocks, 3 knocks, or 4 knocks.
Because another question is like, how many times do you repeat the knock before you assume that they're not there?
The sets is a good question. I'm trying to think.
I go like, 3 knocks.
3,
I'm
right?
a 3 knocker.
I think I'm 2.
I can't picture Murph knocking on somebody's door.
No.
What the hell's that?
I just can't. I think you'd be too chicken to go up and knock on somebody's door. I don't
What
think
if you
you'd
do like
that.
the little melody, like the...
Skunk in the barnyard.
I do that some.
If I know the person,
that's
I
what
do
that
skunk
is.
in the barnyard.
Skunk in the barnyard.
Yeah, I do. Skunk in the barnyard. P.U.
I thought it was like rats in the corn crib or something.
I'm sure there's a few.
Rats in the bats in the belfry or something. Shit, I don't know.
You know what?
Scott
Nobody
Sicker
does is just 1 knock, right? Like you can't just
that sounds like somebody hit the door.
It feels like ice is at your door.
Yeah.
The 1 knock
ice
is
yeah, they don't knock.
Yeah,
they
don't knock. Yeah, they shoot the door open.
Boom.
Oh, what'd you do? You just
no,
broke your mind.
Myself. Oh. Yeah, one knock is I don't really want you to answer the door, but I need to be able to tell somebody that I was at the door.
Yeah, there's somebody in the car waiting for me that's making sure I'm knocking on this door, so I'm going to give you 1 knock and then get out.
Haven't you had that happen? I know in my short time reporting news, I got sent to knock on doors a couple of times where you just don't want to do it because it feels so intrusive.
That's probably why you're in sports.
It's a yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The murders did it to me.
Knocking on some. I got like a system. I knock on their door and then I take like 2 steps back. So they can see that it's me and I'm kind of far enough back where it doesn't look like I'm gonna, the moment they crack the door open, I'm just gonna shove it open and stick my foot in there.
Also, the Ring doorbells now have changed the way that I approach. I immediately am scanning. Am I on camera right now? And then that changes my whole approach to the knocking.
And you have to remember, as we've quickly discovered, somebody comes to look at your house, you can hear their thoughts as they're leaving many times.
Yes.
Because
that was a piece of shit.
I knocked on Andrew's door the other day, and Judy's voice scared the shit out of me, too. I had no idea. Hi, Andy. I was like,
oh.
Judy's intimidating. That's just something that
well, it was like this voice out of nowhere, and it was coming out of a little speaker by the doorbell.
Scott Sipker, noted golf fan. Ryder Cup started today in Bethpage Black in New York. President Trump attended. He's the first sitting president to attend a Ryder Cup. He actually walked around with a foursome, which is surreal to see. Last I knew, and Scott, I'm looking for an update here, the United States is not off to a good start in the Ryder Cup.
Well, Keith, I've been filming something that maybe we'll talk about later. So I have missed this totally. But
I missed the Ryder Cup? All right, AD, thank goodness you're
here. So Europe won. They're up 3-1 right now after the first set of 4 matches. So and then the 4 that are ongoing right now, it's 2-2 in the like where they are. So if things held right now, Europe would have a 5-3 lead after the first couple of rounds, and Europe just needs 14 total points to retain. The U.S. needs 14.5 to retake the Ryder Cup.
Well, that is a bad start.
Does this make me unpatriotic? Yes. I will now ask you the question. Because the United States insisted on being paid, okay, and the Europeans turned that down because the value to them of the event is being in the event, it has put a sour taste in my mouth that I'm kind of rooting for Europe to win. Because Patrick Cantlay and a few others are just douchebags, man.
I would say that does not make you unpatriotic, but I do not fault those guys for wanting to be paid for something that the network is making millions of dollars on, and so are a lot of other people. Bethpage Black, I mean, the people who sell all the merchandise. I mean, they're asking to be compensated for something that generates tens of millions of dollars. Would we like the notion that they would play for their country for free? Yes, and they did for a long time, just like we used to do that in the Olympics. But I don't think they're wrong to want part of the pie. I think a bigger problem is the Europeans, and maybe this has something to do with it, they do look like they're much tighter knit out there than the Americans do, who often seem like they're playing individually instead of as a team.
Well,
that's happened in the Olympics too. That's happened in the Olympics too. I mean, no doubt about it. It becomes much more of a just kind of an extra job for the Americans. A lot of that is just kind of the way that we do things here. But
the golfers are so wealthy that I can see somebody coming back with, having the retort of, well, yeah, they need more money.
Well, but they could take that money and they could give it to a charity, or the network could take the money and just say, okay, well, rather than pay you, we'll pay these charities or whatever. But then, the network they plunked down a shitload of money to get the rights to that too. So they're not just making money hand over fist on
this. And I believe the agreement is that they get $300,000 to give to charity, and then they get $200,000 as a stipend. So that's what they're getting
paid.
Which,
for their lives, is probably not all that extravagant.
To you and me, that sounds too good to be true. For these guys that can make $10 to $20 million in 1 week playing golf, it's actually kind of a low stipend. It's all relative. All right, let's get some more here on a Friday.
But wait, there's more from Either Or Eatery and Patio.
Oh man, what a perfect night to take a date out to Either Or. Take the family out there. Pick whether you want to sit inside, outside. It's all great tonight. Should be a good weekend. Beautiful weather there. Check out the best patio in all of Central Iowa at Either Or Eatery and Patio. Also a perfect weekend to have Des Moines Octoberfest up in Ankeny. It's at the Village at Prairie Trail. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to give it a real honest chance here. We got to. Man, I went all in on a pair of leather lederhosen.
You're going to wear those tomorrow?
Well, yeah. What else am I going to wear?
It's they're like my 80.
I know. I'm going to use a whole bunch of Gold Bond powder.
Got to go
no
Gold
doubt.
Bond powder.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Have you ever checked these things out? Hang on a second.
You got to keep the boys happy when it's that hot. By the way, so the Des Moines Oktoberfest, the original Oktoberfest.
Look at these suckers, man.
Which is
they
now
are. Woo. This is like
Prairie.
Andy has no idea we're talking.
These are big.
It's fine.
Hang on a second.
He's on one. He's
Just
on
take
a roll.
It's your show, Andy.
Just let him go.
These have been hanging up since last Oktoberfest.
Get a nicer hanger. That's a plastic hanger.
Oh, shut up. All right, so look at these. Look at that. That's the crotch. You got to take that flap down to take a whiz. That and look at how those are leather, man. Leather. There's no spandex in leather. Those don't.
No, you got to
stretch.
wear Depends with those.
Look at
that looks like a
I
pain.
might do that. I might just whiz in my pants. But I went all in on those, so I got to keep on wearing them. Kahala's she's got the Durndals and the other friends here in the neighborhood. We all got that kind of stuff. Here's us last year. So, and that's a Schottky.
That looks like it's in Germany.
No, that was
I know.
Oktoberfest last year. There we go.
They look the part.
There's Laura, Susan, Kahala, and Sheena. Here we go. Watch the Schottky. Yeah, I think that's Fireball in there, right?
Well,
it's a Fireball Schottky. Yeah, there they go.
It's got to be Fireball because the woo-woo has started. Woo!
Woo-woo! Yeah, woo-woo! This year, they are going to go for a Schottky world record. Giant ski. Well, they hope. I don't know exactly when it's going to be held, but they would like to participate. They're going to. The ski is like a mile long.
Burns like hell.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, this Oktoberfest is going on in Ankeny. So the original Des Moines Ankeny. You've done stories on it, Andy. Why it moved? It's at Prairie Trail. I've seen the setup there. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, Waterworks overbooked the weekend. They had them. They got a concert on Sunday, so they had to move.
Setup looks great. Weather looks great. This is a tough draw with football games.
It is.
I mean, you got Iowa hosting Indiana, and you got Iowa State hosting Arizona.
Yeah,
there's a big population center up there.
And even before, I mean, you got to move the whole crowd from Des Moines up to Ankeny, and that's not something that I don't think any of us are real happy about. But it is a really good setup that they have there in Village of Prairie Trail. They have a really nice stage. It's lit very well. It's covered. It's all the electrical is already there. It does work for them. I'm giving it an honest shot here. I'm gonna try. You know,
monitors.
October. Yeah. Murph will be there, and then he's got to go to the Eric Church concert. Oktoberfest, Murph, has changed a lot over the years. I mean, it really has. Like even at the spot of the original Oktoberfest, look how much has it changed. This is Munich in 1962. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Munich in 1962. Compare that to Munich in 1990.
Huh. Cool.
And then it's changed even more. Here it is, Munich in 2024. Damn.
Scott, is any of this real?
That's what I'm wondering. I was really looking at this. This does look real to me.
Okay. That's a hell of a venue right there. If it's not real, somebody should create it. And Lowenbrow. Remember what we used to say?
Yeah.
Let it be Lowenbrow.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Lions Brew. Löwenbräu.
Let it be Lowenbrow.
Yeah. Well, the point is it's like not changed at all. It's like exactly the same as it's been. They don't need to change it. It's a beer hall. Right? Don't mess with it.
The point of that was that it had, okay, thank you, because as I'm looking at the photos, I was thinking, well, this doesn't really look drastically
I was
different.
Counting on you to point that out. All right, fine.
I think it looks different.
It does. It's in color, Scott.
Well, one's a color photo.
Yeah, and that now the
but there's no crown anymore. There used to be the first one was to celebrate the wedding of King Ludwig and Princess Catherine Hassenhoffen-Hagen.
Is that really what Oktoberfest? No, it's to celebrate the harvest.
1810. No, there was a wedding between Crown Prince.
Oh, that's right,
He
Andy.
would
You missed
become-
last Friday's show.
Yeah.
Oh,
we,
I'm sorry.
We heard all of this.
Oh, to say
twice.
you blew the chance to say it today if you hadn't said it before. From the bowels of Instagram, you know what's coming.
I didn't. That's great.
That was pretty badass that he was walking it in, and then even
Yeah.
better that his friend depanced him.
Yeah,
'Cause
this
that was probably
looks like
for triple
something
bogey.
out of the Carroll Cup.
Yes.
Hearty congratulations to competitive eater Cameron Mead, who took his skills. Nope, wrong one. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I jump ahead, Andrew? No, I haven't yet.
No, you're good.
Yeah. No, that's coming up. Competitive eater Cameron Mead, who took his skills to Olive Garden for the all-you-can-eat pasta special. Cameron downed 22 bowls of pasta.
How did he do it?
Well,
he doesn't
he-
even look big.
And no, he doesn't. I know that's the crazy thing. Joey Chestnut isn't all that big. Did a nice job of switching up the sauces too. Marinara, the meat sauce, the cream sauce. Did it all. Kept it fresh.
That's so filling.
Oh, I know. Look at all that. And during the contest, he welcomed the wait staff to gather around and watch a pro in action. And then an hour after the contest, he had more to say. Yeah, man. Staff was not happy.
He blew up that Olive Garden bathroom. Ooh.
Well, that's what happens.
I recall in college, we were all down at Daytona Beach. Lorenzo, John, Willie, Rob, and me. And we're down there, and we go to an all-you-can-eat crab legs special. And we're college guys, so we've been waiting all day. And after they brought us the initial couple of claws, after that, this place would bring one claw at a time. So they're trying to just make you give up and leave. So Lorenzo, who's a friend who...
Not the college boys. They'll stay as long as they need to.
Well, I was ready to go because it was so annoying. Not Lorenzo. Lorenzo wants to make a point. He's going to stay all night. It can be really stubborn. He's going to stay all night, and he's going to keep having one claw at a time until he's full. And we were there for like 4 hours. Now, the rest of us just switched to beer, and we didn't keep playing this game. But Lorenzo would just keep saying, we went through several different members of the wait staff as he made a point that you said all you can eat. I am going to stay until I'm full. So dumb. It's dumb by the restaurant, by the way.
Yeah, you can't have those all-you-can-eat things anywhere near a college. That's for sure. This month's Sperminator X award goes to former NFL star Sean Alexander, who is playing with live ammunition over there. He and his wife expecting their 14th child.
Wow.
His wife, he's 47 years old. I guess his wife has just been pregnant the entire time they've been together, right? Either pregnant or just had a baby the entire time.
These high numbers out of the NFL don't usually include the line, he and his wife.
Yeah.
So that part of it's refreshing.
He's tied Anthony Cromartie, but Anthony Cromartie has spread those kids over like 8 different women. I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
It's worse.
Which one is worse?
Cromartie's philosophy is worse, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We
Sean Alexander and his wife, I bet they're doing great. 14 kids. That's old school.
Yeah.
I don't
At a
think
time, people aren't having many kids. Are they Catholic?
People didn't have...
Are they using the calendar method?
Yeah, I don't know. Amish or something. I don't know.
Mormons.
That's crazy. Yeah, Mormons.
Oh, Philip Rivers, somebody mentioned. He's
got 10. Yeah, Philip Rivers is 10.
But he can still get there.
Oh,
I think he's younger. So
yeah.
This game is not. This competition is not over.
It's not over. And it's not over for Sean Alexander. I don't think. I mean, he can keep going. He's
still firing.
I don't know how old his wife is. From the bowels of Instagram, you know what's coming.
All right. My gosh. Andrew, did the button get stuck? What's going on? And by the way, that guy's got like rocks up his poop chute now.
His pants tripped him. His pants fell down and bound his legs together.
On a road covered with rocks.
He's got the worst road rash on his left hip there. Just a
on
giant
his bunghole.
His friend really enjoyed editing that video.
All right, let's take a dive into the classic vinyl bin for a look back on the Faith Tones and their groundbreaking album, Jesus, Use Me. Considered a foundational work in the genre of Christian rock, featuring Vivian Poon on the harpsichord and Gladys Mudbarker on the recorder. It sold tens of copies back in 1964.
Look at those artists.
Man, I bet this is a hard album to find because people get these and you put that sucker in a frame and put it on the wall.
Oh my God.
I want that. Jesus, Use Me.
No.
By the Faith Tones.
This is AI.
Eric Herman, Cade, they all collect albums. If you came across this, vinyl.
Yeah.
If you came across this, would you buy it?
Hell yes. Yes.
All right.
This is not real.
I think it is. I think you're wrong.
No. Look at the lighting differences in their faces.
No, I'm looking it up right now. What's it called, Andy?
Jesus Use Me.
All right, Jesus.
It's there. I actually looked at the vinyl.
Oh my God, it's real.
Jesus Use Me is kind of buried. It's only the fourth track on side A.
It absolutely is real. They're the mysterious Faith Tones.
Yeah.
And I see the album. I can also see the song.
Jesus Use Me.
Yeah.
This song.
So you see
it can't
that?
be copyright.
It's buried in the tracks there. It's like number 4.
Yeah. Is the song?
No way.
Does the song have a copyright?
It's got to.
It's 1964.
It's got to have a
Jesus
copyright.
Use Me.
No.
Let's move on now. Merriam-Webster has added over 5,000 new words. Now, man, they're definite. It's crazy. It's ironic because the definition of word inside the Merriam-Webster's dictionary would be one word, right? It would be like one word. It wouldn't be a phrase. It would be a word, right? I mean,
right.
You're talking about one thing.
One word.
But their new words are like half of them are like phrases or even several words or an acronym. In one case here, a doom scroll is one of the new entries. That's entered as one word, doom scroll. WFH.
WFH.
I don't know what that one is.
Work from home.
Oh, work from home.
Oh,
Yeah.
work from home.
Thanks,
Look at AD.
Acronym
Look at
there.
AD from his home.
Hardly a word. Dumb phone listed as one word. Ghost kitchen.
Hang on, dumb phone?
I don't know what dumb phone is.
Like not a smartphone, like a flip phone.
Oh yeah,
A lot of
okay,
people get their
makes sense.
kids dumb phones so they can't go on social media, the internet, but they can text and call.
That seems like a really good idea. The more we're learning.
Okay, what ghost kitchen entered as 2 words though? What's a ghost kitchen?
That's where you think you're ordering DoorDash from like you think it's like wings and things, but it's actually Applebee's.
Yeah.
Hey, AD, why are you like
I'm young
an
and
expert
old
at this?
sons of bitches. I'm still young. I'm staying young.
It's
I don't
thanks
know
to
why.
the tea.
TikTok probably.
You're the only one with gray in your beard. That's what I see. Other additions: cold brew, again 2 words. Farm to table, a hyphenated set of 3 words. Riz, kids use that one.
Charisma.
Dad bod, 2 words. Hard pass, 2 words. Adulting, that just made it in there.
That seems late.
Cancel culture, that just made it in there. That's 2
Yeah.
words. Still
That
live and
definitely
well,
seems
that's
late.
for sure.
I've known these. We're catching up now.
Yeah, petrichor.
Nope. Petrichor.
Petrichor.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Petrichor.
Yeah, I don't know that. Maybe somebody leave in the comments if you know what that is.
Teraflop.
Like a four Terra is like 4 or Earth.
Land, yeah. Right,
An Earth.
yeah. Flop.
Teraflop.
Teraflop. And then side eye. And also beast mode, 2 words. And dash cam, 1 word. All right, let's finish it up. From the bowels of Instagram, You know
we've
what's
been in the
coming.
bowels a lot today. Go ahead, Scott.
Don't tell me that's not real.
That's real.
Shit is real.
I thought I knew what was coming there.
I
And
thought
it
some
was
pants were
far
gonna fall.
worse than I thought.
Let's
the whole tree.
All right, let's have it one more time. Scott, watch closely.
That's AI. Dang it.
No, it's not. It's real.
It is.
Oh.
And when the tree goes in, the two people standing next to the tree
Jumping.
also
pulled
and
in.
the
by
audio is way too good.
Bless her heart. Fake
Who
Bob
said that?
Vanderplat
Marty?
says.
Marty, bless her heart.
Bless her. Marty.
Bob-
That was Marty. Yeah.
Fake Bob Vanderplat says she's from Carroll County for sure.
No way. Green County.
Scott, hey, Andy, were you with us on RV TV when Scott took us to the all-time sausage fest?
No, that's when I was morning show bound. Yeah, I was
Okay.
on the morning show.
And not only was it like, and still all these years later, it's still the biggest sausage fest we've ever attended.
Well,
in
because
an
he
RV
didn't he
TV
bill it.
bar.
He was like, oh man, I'm gonna go check out some
women.
chicks tonight,
Yeah.
man.
No. It's Kerps. And it's like, it's the bar my dad went to and my mom would go to. It's like the cool bar to go to.
Are you sure your mom went there? 'Cause
Yes.
we didn't see any women.
Kerps?
Not that night. Kerps.
Not that night. And
KERP''S.
and Scott,
Kerps?
like the only person you'd ever been in a fist fight with was the bartender.
He owns it. Yeah. Yeah, Ben Bating. Yeah, he owns
Apparently, you guys mended that.
Yeah. Seemed cool that night.
Well, that's your more, everybody.
All right, thank you. Nicely done, Andy. That was fun. Lot of bowels of Instagram. Time for the Andrew Downs audio drop of the day. We call it the AD squared.
Powered by Game Day Men's Health. I go to Ankeny and Prairie Trail. Andy visits the West Des Moines location on University. There's one in North Liberty. There's a game day near you. Get in there, check it out.
I was there yesterday, and I alarmed myself a little bit by just way too. It was just way too quick and easy for me to drop my pants and get my shot. I thought for a second, I was like, oh, I can't just pull out a butt cheek that quickly. But they're probably used to it. I mean, she didn't say Jenna was so.
Do you make them ask?
Did you wait till you get through the lobby?
Yeah, I was in the
Okay,
room.
okay,
I
you're
was
okay.
in the room. It is kind of funny though. You go in there and there's like lots of fit 50-something men coming in and out.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes. Hey, be one of those and go to
I
Game
know.
Day Men's Health.
People that care.
It is Friday, so some parental advisory is necessary. None of these bleeps are necessary. It's all innocent conversation. But I have placed bleeps to make you hear things that aren't actually being said. What you hear is on you, not us. It's This Week in Iowa, unnecessary censorship.
And I do like being able to take the show on the road and there was a lot to show off there, but I unplugged it. It was great.
That would be pretty cool if suddenly you're just in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
In a hole.
I would not have been popular with my group.
We've seen Iowa's quarterback Mark Gronowski getting better as the season goes on here.
He's got it going now. He is one big dude on TV and on tape.
All right, Mr. Movie, what do you have to review this week?
I'm going to start with a big, bold, beautiful. It's a charming film. I mean, we've seen these fantastical movies before. There was one earlier this year called The Life of
Anthony Beck was tweeting, something like, how do you fall 2 spots on a bye? It's a good thing this team eats for breakfast. You know what he means by that?
No.
I was doing plenty of they were pointing that out to me right and left, but I felt amazing. So it was just, it was very therapeutic.
That interview with Paul was good. He's just such a good dude.
He is.
And very good at his job, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a really big
big desk, I think you probably said. Even though I didn't even hear that one. Yeah, that was good.
AD, did we, I guess, no, I was on with Aiden at that time. I don't think Paul could not figure out why his shot looked like that.
He was on a wide angle.
But he he said it doesn't. He had just got done Indiana, Iowa meetings, and he said it looked normal. And then he kept thinking it was something to do with our setup, but it looked like he was at the command center.
Yeah.
It was fun. He's such a good dude. He's calling the game tomorrow night with Phil Simms on Peacock, or tomorrow afternoon, not tomorrow night. All right, let's get some quickie poll results. We have 3 quickie polls from WCI Pools and Spas.
If you had to bet a week's pay on one or the other, you would pick Iowa to upset Indiana or Indiana to win by 20+. That's the popular vote right now. Indiana to win by 20+. 66% of the vote going
Scott,
that way.
if you had to pick here, we didn't get your vote on this. What if you had to?
Don't Iowa, Indiana to win by 20.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Of these choices, what do you think you'll be watching Saturday night at 8? The Arizona-Iowa State game, Oregon and Penn State, Alabama versus Georgia, or Eric Crutch?
Church, not Eric Crotch.
The Arizona-Iowa State game, 63% of the vote, followed by Oregon-Penn State at 31% of the vote. Yeah. Finally, the stupid quickie poll brought to us by Hoodoo. When knocking on a stranger's door, how many knocks is the polite number of knocks? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Everybody going with 3 on this one.
It's interesting that it's that decisive of a. I mean, it's like that's the natural rhythm for 3 out of 4 people.
Well, yeah, because 3 knocks is definitely somebody at your door. 1, that could be the wind, something hit your door.
A bird just flew right into your door.
Just killing itself on your door. 2 is it's just not quite enough. 4 or more, that's like you're pissed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's too much. Too much. Everybody likes 3.
85 minutes later, you are right. The ice melted.
Well, then there's hardly any to begin with.
I know. That's a problem. It need a little more ice.
Yeah. Well, did she DoorDash that?
No.
Okay.
Maybe don't drink pop like that. Maybe drink some water, Keith. Then when the ice melts,
doesn't like water.
Yeah, I know when the ice melts, it's technically water. I'm going to need to work in some waters tomorrow. I've got a long day.
Those German beers too, man. Those are kind of strong and they're really good too. Really good.
Yeah.
We going to see Charlie and AJ up there again this year?
Yes.
Octoberfest?
Yep, you sure will. They'll be there working hard.
Those dudes,
A couple of good workers.
They'll are good cats.
They'll be working hard, and they make a lot of tips.
Yeah,
something like that. So
We
pays
tip.
off. All right, let's have a weekend.
Let's do it.
Andy, I'll see you over at.
I'll see you in Grimes.
Yeah, Dallas Center Grimes Stadium for the game tonight against Waukee. That's in prime time on WHO 13. Scott, have a great weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. AD, have a great weekend.
Will do. Go Hawks.
All right. Hey, Instant Iowa. When will you be on?
5:36, right around there. Sometime depends on when the game ends.
Is there any situation you would go on early?
I mean, if I was getting their ass kicked, then maybe. But
okay.
Or if maybe if I was blowing out Indiana.
Hell yeah.
If that happens, that'll be a fun Instant Iowa
Yes, it will.
across all these Iowa Everywhere platforms. Thank you for supporting local media. Be sure to check out the merch store at iowaeverywhere.com. If you get a chance, please like, review, and subscribe on whatever platform you found us. We're back Monday. We'll have a lot to talk about. We hope you're back too.
Murph and Andy was brought to you by Ramsey Subaru on Hickman Road in Urbandale.